Hello, my name is Gerri, and I'd like to welcome you to what I am having on October 12th, Saturday. I'm the founder of the Hyde Park Writers Group, and we're going to have a writers contest on Saturday from 2 p.m. to 5 p.m. at 4945 South Dorchester. And it's going to be really exciting. It is our second annual contest. We had one last year that was powerful.
Welcome, welcome. My name is Wanda Muhammad. I'm sitting here moderating today with a wonderful guest here on our Woman to Woman show. Airs Wednesdays at 9:30 p.m. and Thursdays at 4:30 p.m. here on CAN TV Channel 19. Our contact number, you're gonna want to write this down because you're gonna want to know what our guest is talking about, and you want to reach out to her. 773-609-4867. Our guest is the beautiful Gerri Hudson.
Oh.
Wave.
Oh, hi there. Oh my God. So I'll take all compliments. Thank you, by the way. Absolutely. I love that. Thank you so much.
Gerri is the founder of the Hyde Park Writers Group, which started 4 years ago in Hyde Park. And she's here to talk about her contest that's coming up this October. And we've been all the buzz about writing and, your writers group. So you have a regular writers group.
Absolutely.
That has a regular meeting time. So
Absolutely.
tell us a little bit about your writers group.
Oh my God, I have an awesome group of people. I mean, my writers are so talented. We started meeting about 3 years ago in Hyde Park. And the idea came from the fact that, writing was such a solitary event and you didn't get a chance to hear how other people would feel about your writing. So in that, I decided that, hey, what if we were a group? We could build our collective writing experiences. And so, 4 years ago, I went out in Hyde Park, and at our very first meeting, 9 people showed up. So I knew that it was something that I should do.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
9 people the first time.
The very first time we ever met. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, now this was inspired by something from all the way back. You've always loved to write?
So the thing that's really sad about this, or it's sad about my writing, is it came so natural, Wanda, that I disrespected it.
Really?
That's right. And so I did not recognize that that was really the only thing that I really would have ever had to do to earn everything that I wanted in life. God gave it to me. It came so natural. I did not even realize how beautiful and how much other people would get if I stuck with my true talent. It is really how I found out, who I am when I started writing. I've been also, I've been a scientist, a science teacher, a researcher. I've done many things, cheerleading coaching. And I realized that all of that was just uh, um, leading to the highway of writing so that I would have all of that wealth and resources to eventually write about one day.
Yeah, yeah. And I wanted to acknowledge our producer, Wanda Carter, is here
Yeah.
with us also.
She's a writer.
So she'll be in
Thank
on the
you.
conversation as well. But,
She
oh
is
my
getting me
goodness.
happy. Oh, yeah.
Jerri,
I love to write.
We all
Good.
love to write. I mean,
Yeah.
it's such a great expression. You mentioned God, and it brought to mind that verse, in the beginning was the Word.
What's the word?
Ooh.
It's like it all starts with the Word.
It all starts with the word. Listen, the word is, in the beginning, there was a word, Word is the dictate of change.
Come on
See,
now.
without the pen, you can have all the ideas in the word, but if you don't, in the world, but if you don't write them down, they don't mean a thing. Because first they go here, to here, to here, and then action.
Come on now.
You see,
because once you
that's
write it
right.
down, you got a plan.
You
You can make it happen.
You
right?
got to do so. It makes you
It's
do something.
organized in thought.
That's right. Like you said, Wanda, I know you said you like to write plays, and I love to write plays too, because as soon as we get through writing, people get to speak those words. And so, again, that's why the word first comes, and that's why we have Malcolm behind us, because he was a great wordsmith. He was an awesome wordsmith. And so it is with his inspiration that I want to do this interview. I thank God that Wanda had him here.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, Malcolm X, you can't go wrong with
Calling on the
Malcolm.
ancestors, girl. Calling on the ancestors. You can always call on the ancestors. You understand?
To tell their stories, which is our stories all over again.
That's right.
And we're just on this process. We're just on this journey to what I believe is perfecting ourselves.
Absolutely.
And I love this one line from this movie, The Ten Commandments. And the actor was Yul Brynner, and he said, "So let it be written, so let it be done." And that was just such a dramatic line.
Girl,
see, it's like, write it, do it. It just kind of follows. It happens because you wrote it.
Absolutely. And see, thinking about this, how long ago did you hear that? What else can you do? And people, so this is just so you know, why people would come up to me really all of my life, and people would say, "I remember what you said 25 years ago."
Yeah.
People would say, in college, they would say, "I remember what you said." But it just means that you struck their soul.
Yeah.
Those words struck your soul to the point that you still remember that
Yes.
movie. Is from the Ten Commandments,
Yes.
where Yul Brynner said that. So it was first written before it was spoken, and then taking the action on it is the next step.
Yes.
Moving from dimension to dimension to
Come on
dimension,
now.
developing
That's
our
what life
character.
is.
That's right.
Dimensions.
Dimensions. That's exactly right.
Ooh,
Girl.
come on now.
Different vibrations.
That's right.
Manifestation.
Manifestation. That's right.
Inspiration.
Exactly.
So tell me, in your writers group, what makes a good member, or what does a member really take away from being a member of the Hyde Park Writers Group?
Okay, so one of the things, just come with very often the question that I'm asked is, "Oh, should I bring something? Do I have to bring anything? Do I have to do my homework?" It's not that. It's what you bring yourself and your creativity, your imagination, and your pen. That's all you got to bring. Okay.
Wow.
And then what happens is when you in the room, usually our meetings have 15, 16 people. Things happen out of that. You come together with 15 people with a purpose, and the magic starts as soon as the meeting starts.
Yeah.
You hear me?
Yeah. I know that's one reason why I like writing plays, because in the meeting that I came, my first meeting that I had a chance to come and become a member, the assignment was to write a dialogue. And the two ladies that did the assignment and brought it in, it's so beautiful, because it's really just having a conversation, both sides. You know how we want to win the conversation, but when you write a dialogue, you get to write it your outcome.
That's right. Exactly. You write the other person's words.
And you give them the words to say back.
That's
so
right.
It's a lot of fun.
Yeah, you win the dialogue, don't you?
Yes.
That's right. There's no way to lose when you write the play. You're going to win. Right? You're going to win the argument. It's awesome.
Oh, yeah. Writing is so powerful.
It is.
So let's see, how much time do we have, Wanda? Let's see what we're going to get into here next.
You've done 7 minutes
Okay.
and 40 seconds.
Okay, so we got a little more time. So, what would you like to see I'm going to stay with the group. What would you like this group to grow into? Is anyone involved in any performance art, or anyone published?
We have all of that. We have published writers. We have Ted Seals, who's been writing articles for the Trib and the Sun-Times as long ago as the 80s. We have Beatrice Watson, who does a performance every single February, so we'll be doing auditions for that. So people can join our group. They're going to find their writing. They're going to get full. They'll get full of their writing. They'll get full of their performances. We already have formed the partnerships for you to go a lot of different ways, and based on your attendance at our group. Like
I said, I came to my first meeting, and it was a Monday, so we can give our viewers that information, and our listeners as well.
Okay.
Those who hear this on radio, you meet on Monday nights at 7 p.m.
Yes, and the location actually is at 6250 South Harper Avenue. Now that can be a little bit hard to find, but all you got to do is go in directly in back of Hyde Park High School. Get to Hyde Park High School, go behind it. It's a high-rise building, and we meet right there on the first floor. So so Harper, I think it's like only one street or something. So sometimes people are not familiar with it. It's only one block long, I mean. But at any rate, go to Hyde Park High School. We meet there every Monday at 7 o'clock, or at least on the September the 23rd before our contest. That's our next meeting.
Okay. And so the meeting goes about an hour, 2 hours?
Oh, we are scheduled for 2 hours,
Okay.
but very often people are still in the room at 10 o'clock.
So it's a relaxed atmosphere, because when I came, people, maybe they were just getting off work and it just came on in, and it was real easy. It wasn't like restrictive in any way. It was really comfortable. And it's something about being in a room with writers. Writers are very deep thinkers, first of all. They're special people. I know I'm one of them.
All right now, that's right. Well,
But
writing rules the world.
When they get to talking about ideas and concepts and they get to the meats of it, it really gets to be pretty good.
Absolutely. And everybody actually is a writer. We find like we'll have contests during the meetings. And what I also love about writing is, unlike things that are so kind of set in constants, like singing, either you can sing or you can't sing. And you're not going to win. I'm not going to win a contest singing. But writing, we find that anybody can win on any given day. That's what I love about writing. You don't know who's going to be the best inspired on any given day.
So you could come and you could be creative. You could come and be controversial.
That's right.
You have those controversial
Yes.
things that you like to express.
Yes, we
You
do.
could be education. You may have a lesson you want to bring. It may be something that was put just inside of you that you got to give to people that only could come from you. And you're inspired. It's deep inside. I hear people say all the time, "I got a book in me."
Absolutely. I hear it all the time because I got a writing group. But it's true of everyone. And also the other side of it is it's therapeutic. Okay. So many of my writers, sometimes they describe themselves as people who are depressed. But what they learn is they're depressed because it's only one dimension, because all the thoughts are inside. But when you get a pen and you start writing it down, it starts changing everything. Like if you have a very full day planned, it takes on a different feel. If you start writing it down, you say, well, all I have to do is clean the kitchen. Clean the kitchen. You see, and then you realize, okay, it's not so hard. It's not something I need to think about. I need to just write it down. And one of my favorite writers, Andre, talks so commonly about he gets so happy after we have class, and I'm happy to be able to do that for him. You know what I mean? Bringing people joy.
Yes.
Because they get to express their imagination.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. And that's what it's all about, writing, and the thought process of bringing to fruition those thoughts that help us create our day.
That's right.
And I try to tell my grandkids all the time, which are adults, they're adults.
Okay.
That you need to think about what it is you want to do, and then you need to write it down, and then you need to do it.
Exactly.
So don't
That's right.
expect for somebody outside of you to do what you want done. You do it. Set it up where you can do it.
That's
You may
right.
need some assistance, but you need to be the focus. You need to have the focus. So
That's
you can
right.
do it.
Yeah.
They'd be like, oh, grandma.
Well, you got to keep telling them, Grandma.
It's generational. I mean, it's telling the story, passing it down and passing the baton and keeping that, again, communication going. This new generation, they're new, they're tech, like,
Yes,
they
they
are.
come
Yeah.
here techno savvy,
Yes, they
so
are.
they just seem to be different,
Right.
Well,
and so we learn. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, well, one of the things that I think that is, guys, is that they're taking in so much. You see what I'm saying? That's the only thing about technology, looking at a screen or taking in other people's information. How about you write some of your own information
Yes.
and express some of your own thoughts? And as Grandma
More than
says, get your own,
140
right,
characters.
exactly. Get your own ideas about what it is that you want to see in the world and create that, and you do the content instead of receiving the content.
Yes.
That's what Grandma's talking about.
That's exactly right, because oftentimes they reject the content that you give them anyway.
That's right.
So I always say, well, then tell me what you want to do.
Exactly.
Put it down on paper so I understand, so it's clear to me. And then you plan your actions and you do what you need to do to get where you want to go.
And then that way you can experience it with them. when it's written down out of their head, second dimension.
Yes.
So let's see how much you got done, young man, after you wrote it. Let's see what your outcome was.
You know what, you just gave me an idea. I think I'm gonna challenge them with some kind of little writing contest.
That's right.
And see, they always ask me, can we go to the dollar store? Well, now you wanna go to the dollar store? Write me a little paragraph and tell me what's on your mind today that you wanna do different than what you did yesterday.
All right now.
Something new you want to
That's
do.
awesome.
Yes.
That's an
Something
awesome
new you
idea.
wanna do.
That's
Yeah.
right. Something new
Yeah.
you want to do. I like that.
I like that too.
Okay.
I like giving them
Yeah.
assignments,
Yeah.
letting them write. I used
Let's
to
see what
ask
they
my
do.
grandsons to write me letters because they live in another state. I was like, you write me a letter.
Absolutely.
You might get something back.
Exactly.
Form of-
Absolutely.
as an incentive. I haven't gotten a letter yet.
Oh,
See? Yeah.
But I did. We're thinking on the same
Yes.
wavelength. We definitely
Yes.
want them communicating. We want them
That's right.
being expressive,
Right.
So they're not always the consumers of information.
Exactly.
They are taking in
Exactly.
setting the narrative. I think that was something else we talked
Yes.
about.
Whoa.
What is-
The who sets the narrative controls the masses.
Come on now.
The who sets the narrative. So as you say, writing is the producer's side of reading. It's one thing to promote reading, but I think that a community needing as much change as we needs more writers than readers. You see, so that's really the
And there was
inspiration.
always a problem with, when I was in school, there was always a problem with reading comprehension. But when you have a child
right.
write something or read something and then write what they read,
That's
or
right.
write about what they read,
That's right.
then now you understand what they were able to comprehend.
That's right.
And they
That's right.
understand
That's right.
what they were able to comprehend.
Absolutely.
Now they can regurgitate it to you.
Exactly. So that's exact. But like we said, the who sets the narrative, and the narrative has been set by others. So we are teaching them to set their own narrative.
Right.
Okay.
16 in.
All right. So I want to get into this contest. So we got a group of writers. They've been meeting for up to 4 years, inspired by great things. And so now there's this great contest that's coming up in October in the
Yeah.
Hyde Park area.
Yeah.
And it's a 2-day event.
Yes, it is for writers.
And I'm going to go ahead and say this word. Wanda, she is the wife of Morgan Carter, and he used to always make a big deal about anytime something is free.
Yes.
He used to always want the community to go, hey, if it's free, what's keeping you, what's holding you back? It's a free event,
Exactly.
So this is a wonderful free
Exactly.
writing contest, and you're gonna ask you to give us a little more details about that.
Okay.
So, what does it mean to be a part of this, and in which ways can people participate? Are they
Oh, wow.
amateurs, professionals?
Oh, so yeah. So we definitely, great question. So we call it from the wannabe to the person that's published. We take them all, okay? And it's even on our flyers. And so the contest, that's like the culmination event, and that is going to be October the 12th at St. Paul and the Redeemer Church in Hyde Park, actually at 4945 South Dorchester. And we're going to be starting Saturday, the public. It's going to be open to the public. The writers actually have to come for 2 days, so they need to call me right now. They need to call me right now at, ready? 773-679-8740, because it's got to close to writers.
Yeah.
Okay. So, and the contest was actually inspired by reality shows.
Wow.
So I don't necessarily watch reality shows or the ones they got, but one thing that I did get out of it, as it built like a whole nother, planet of singers, I was like, what if somebody was inspired to build a whole nother planet of writers using a reality show, using a contest? What would that look like? And so with the help of the universe and people like Malcolm, my ancestors, they said that could be done. So what would it look like? So you need writers, judges, and an audience. 3 levels of participation. Writers, judges, audience, and then prizes. So there'll be 3 different challenges for our 15 writers.
Wow.
and there are 9 chances to win because there'll be 3 winners in every single challenge. Okay? First, second, third, challenge 1. First, second, third, challenge 2. First, second, third, challenge 3. The person who has the most points is the grand prize winners.
Wow.
But there are 10 winners.
Okay.
So we
like
changed the
that.
format from last year so that we would have 10 winners, and then they're going to get gift cards, and I'm working on other stuff. We got a free B&B stay. We're working with Best Buy. We're trying to get a TV, and we're trying to get some fancy stuff. Yeah, we're really working.
Okay.
Yeah.
That is good. So ultimately, you got to get your way to 150 points. You said.
Yeah. Well, it's a possibility. If you finish first in every single one of your rounds, you would have 150 points.
Oh.
So we'll see if somebody gets that many points. But that would mean that they, again, because it's a challenge. I mean, it's a challenge.
Competition is good.
Oh,
it brings
yes.
the best out of you.
It brings the best out of you.
Because your personal best, like they used to say, or it just drives you to do that much better. Not that you're trying to outdo. It's just the competition.
It's a friendly competition.
Like this is gonna get them. Wait till they read this.
Exactly. And so last year we had 12. My first year we had 12. Never expected things to go so well. We had 12 awesome writers. We got calling them the Forevers. And our winner, Michael Gunn, is a famous photographer. Truth is, and he's a phenomenal writer. He has taken photographs of people like Angela Bassett.
Whoa.
Yes, I mean he is the best.
Card.
Yes, you have. I mean he's worked for BET. I mean, so we got great talent. I mean, we got amateur talent. See, amateur talent is just as good as professional talent in our world. Yeah. But Michael brought forward a beautiful story last year, and he's going to join us again this year. So some of the Forevers will be back, and then we also going to have new writers. So we are excited.
Goodness.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
So amateur, we need judge, we need people to cheer.
Yeah.
The reality shows always have a cheerleading section.
Yes.
So
and when you mentioned judges, that brought back a conversation we had about some of the major newspapers, because we reached out to a lot of the newspapers around Chicago, the Tribune, the Sun-Times. But wouldn't it be great if they would send some writers over to be judges, because they are acclaimed writers. Some of them are prize-winning, writers. So we're definitely trying to get that level of participation and let the whole city know.
Wonderful.
We're doing this whole citywide initiative to fill up that spot.
Absolutely, and it would be awesome if we could get some, some professional, or some published writers to come out and be judges for us. That would be wonderful.
And we're going to tap into that celebrity. I mean, a lot goes on in Chicago.
That's right.
Celebrity-wise, and we
Absolutely.
Need to tap into that community and see if maybe we can get a celebrity judge.
Absolutely. That's right. We can say, Malcolm, come on. That's right. Bring that to us. Come on, Malcolm. Bring us a celebrity. He can do it.
And we'll be coming back on the airwaves more to, tell more. But we definitely want people to know that they are watching the Woman to Woman show that airs on this channel Wednesdays at 9:30 p.m. and Thursdays again at 4:30 p.m. on channel 19. Our phone number for information is 773-609-4867. Our guest today is Miss Gerri Hudson, founder of the Hyde Park Writers Group, which started 4 years ago in the Hyde Park area. So you're a native of Chicago? This is your hometown?
Yes, it is. I am from this city. This cold city. I don't know. See, you gotta love it to stay. Oh my God.
Story right
That's a story. And we had to get a new word for cold, like polar vortex. I'm like, really? There weren't enough words for cold? Really? Okay. Yeah.
No.
Okay.
Wind chill factor.
I know, right? That's an old word, but this whole polar.
City.
Exactly. But you're right. I mean, but now we had to have a new word.
Yes.
Polar vortex. Really?
Oh, that was a nice.
Yeah, that was exactly. Yeah, come on. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Oh, yeah, that was funny. That's how come I knew he wasn't out there. Because I had a cat. I have an outside cat who won't come in. But anyway, I was out there trying to keep her warm, baby. I could only be out there about 5 minutes trying to feed her, and she did live through it. So I was I was successful.
Oh,
right.
so
Yeah.
much fun, so
All
much
right,
fun.
you have children?
I do not have biologicals, but I just think the universe has given me so many children. I'm a universal mother.
Yes.
Yes, it has.
As a teacher too.
Yeah, I've been a
Many
teacher,
different-
cheerleading coach.
Wow.
I ran after school programs. I had 100 children. As a matter of fact, I used to have an answer. One of my kids would ask me all the time. It was always wonderful too. You really got them when they're telling you that you're not their mother. You see what I'm saying? When they say, "Oh, you're not my mama," I'm like, "Oh, I've won." Because that's obvious that I'm not your mama. So if you got to tell me that I'm not your mama, I'm running it.
You win.
I won. You see, I won. Because you're standing over there with your hands on your hips talking about I'm not your mama. Uh-oh. I own you. I own you.
You made the mistake of letting her be your mama.
Okay, yes. I'm the MJ of children. That's what I used to tell them. I'm the MJ of children, baby. I do it better than anybody else.
I love it.
Yeah, so I love children.
I love it. This
Yeah.
is so
my
beautiful.
goodness.
This is so
All
beautiful.
right, so everyone out there watching within the sound of our voices and with eyes to see this video, we want to get to this group that meets on Monday nights at 7 p.m. in the Hyde Park
Every Monday?
area. Is it
Well,
every-
we're gonna, you know what? Summer Mondays ends on September the 23rd.
Okay.
And then after that, we meet monthly after the contest.
Okay.
But Summer Mondays, again, we're gonna be, you've given us this amazing opportunity to be on this show. And so we will be updating I hope, if you ask us to come back.
I'd love to have you and some of your writers.
Oh, that is awesome. Oh my God.
Yes.
Oh,
That would be an excellent presentation.
I would love it. They would love to come, and so we will be back. But Summer Mondays ends on the 23rd, and then we have the contest on the 12th.
Okay.
But our future meetings, bring writers, and we will do a round table and have some real fun.
Oh, my
Man,
goodness.
and do they write books or just articles?
No, we have people who have finished books and some self-published and others. So I'd love to do
Someone
some
has
interviews.
a play going on, doesn't
Yes, they do. So I'd love to do so. You can or I can do interviews with our and talk about the work that they're doing.
Oh, my goodness.
And we have our first publication is going to be stories about food and sex.
Food
Yeah.
and sex?
Food and
My
sex.
food?
Yeah, that's going to be our first self-published book of the group. So come out and
So how far have you all gotten with that?
I think we have about 20 stories. So yeah, we're going to 75 and then we're going to self-publish.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So now this self-publishing, your group is teaching. You're teaching your group how to do that, or they've done this before?
A lot of them are self-published,
Okay.
and we also want to get majorly published, but for the food and sex book, that's gonna be the one that we will self-publish. We're also doing some other stories that we expect to get in publications, but people in our group are self-published as well as published by major publishers.
So,
wow.
how did you all come up with the topic of sex and food?
Yeah.
I mean,
And a good combination.
Okay, yeah. We have gotten some amazing stories out of that group, baby. It was actually an idea I had about us writing a story or writing a group of stories about one topic.
whoa.
Instead of a story, just
Yeah.
instead of an anthology
Yes.
of different stories about
Yes.
different things.
Yes.
No, everybody's gonna have to write on one subject.
I like
So that was
Oh, I
me.
can imagine all of the different conversations that would come from that.
Oh yes.
Can you imagine we all look at the same picture, but everybody has a different story about it?
Oh, that's gonna be in the contest. How did you know that? That's exactly right. We will show a picture. That's one of the challenges. Write a story on that picture. That's how we do it, actually.
Well, we're down to 28 minutes and
20.
15 seconds, so we have 1 minute left.
Okay.
Let's ask our beautiful guests to tell us what you would like the public to know about this challenge that's coming up. And you got 1 minute.
All right.
To close it out.
Come out, enjoy us. We're gonna have wine, fun little food. You're gonna have a good time. It's going to be something you haven't seen before. Nobody has done this before. You understand this is groundbreaking. This is something new. Ain't nobody done it. And you're going to get to meet 9 or 10 of some of the best writers in your own community. Writing doesn't have to come from everybody else or anybody else. Come and see what the people that you know have to offer. Come and enjoy them. Okay.
I love it. I love it. So this is Woman to Woman show tonight. And watch us on Wednesday nights at 9 p.m. and Thursdays at 4:30 in the afternoon on CAN TV Channel 19. Our phone number 773-609-4867. Call Gerri Hudson at what number, Gerri?
773-679-8740.
All right, so we're going to thank you, Gerri, and thank Wanda, our producer.
Yes.
And I'm Wanda Muhammad.
And thank
good
you.
night.
Kisses
God
to
bless
you. God bless you.